It seems like looking at a cartoon character, though.
Well, the hair, certainly, but
Yeah.
who am I to make comment? But I'm going to start off with a serious question, because you are a professional musician. You don't only perform, you write, you know about words, you know about music. There aren't that many songs, singles, that fit into that criteria of being so good, so popular, touching such a chord, that they last that long.
Right.
Do you have any grasp as an artist what the magic formula is?
I mean, I wish I did.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I would redo the formula. And, I mean, honestly, obviously that's something I've had 30 years to think about. I think there's something to say about the self-empowerment message in the song itself. You know, I am the one and only, nobody I'd rather be. I think people relate to that, and I've had many people come up to me over the years and said, you know, it's helped them through their lives to kind of, you know, face their fears and believe in themselves, and,
yes.
and perhaps the lyrical content has something to do with that.
There's also the durability of performance, and again, anyone who watches this programme knows that I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan.
Oh, you are?
And it, you know, 60 years, and they're just about to start touring again. It's not only about writing songs that touch a chord, it's about having something that means that folk who, when that was first shown, were teeny boppers, are still coming back to see you live.
Yeah, absolutely. And I still, nowadays they're all, you know, mums with kids, and I have that relatability myself, because I'm, you know, I'm not a mum, but I'm a dad with kids, and you know, also my father was in the Tremolos, so I've seen all of that, you know, as a child come through.
This is where I beat myself up, because I love popular. I did not know that. Brian Poole and the Tremolos.
Yes, yeah.
What did Dad play?
Dad was actually the lead singer after. Well, he joined when Brian Poole was in the band, and then Brian left, and Dad stepped forward as the lead singer and bass player. So, yeah.
Oh, so it was in the genes. It was inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, my upbringing was very rock and roll, Alastair. you know, my dad's friends were 60s superstars like Jerry Marsden and Dave Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch were Uncle Dave and Uncle Dozy, you know. So yeah, guitars propped up in every corner.
How extraordinary. I mean, all my interviews notes have now just gone out.
They've just gone, yeah, let's talk Tremolos.
This is a different era, because what your dad and those people that you've just mentioned are describing perfectly was really a turning point in popular music.
Oh, they were pioneers.
You'd had the Beatles and the Mersey Beat. This was a new lot who were coming in saying, we'll have some of that.
Yeah, totally, yeah. I guess the Beatles kind of, you know, started the change of musicality change in popular music. And then, as you said, like bands like the Marmalade, Herman's Hermits, the Tremolos, they came along, and of course all the American bands too. And they started, it's actually, for me, they were the pioneers of popular music. Beatles started it.
The other interesting thing, you say Herman's Hermits as almost a throw line, of course, that the lead singer went on to become an actor and made a very successful career in that respect. You stuck to the trade.
I did, but it's funny you should mention it, because I started as an actor because I was in a
child
film.
Actor.
Well, yeah, I was young. I was 17 when I got the part in Buddy's song with Roger Daltrey, and that's what gave me my big break. But really, the only reason I wanted to do that film is because I knew that there was a potential record deal at the end of it. So, and that was, you know, in those days, that was how you made it. It was like you had you tried to get the elusive record deal, you know. So I thought it was my in.
And that was what, obviously, you knew a lot of people in the business, whereas nowadays, if it was you, you'd be hoping to go on the X Factor or Britain's Got Talent and hope to be spotted by Simon and signed up to.
Well, I guess
it was a different world in that respect as well, wasn't it? I mean, it was Huey Green and Opportunity Knocked, which is slightly different.
Exactly. I mean, I did do a show called Sky Search for a Star back then when I was like 15 or something like that. So they've always been around. As you say, Huey Green, and then it was Keith Chegwin that was promoting that one. And yeah, so it's all, that side of things has always been there. But for me, it was always about playing live, you know, and being noticed in that way, you know, and of course writing songs.
Yes.
So those are the two most important things. I sometimes work with, as you say, I write songs and have mentored young artists and worked with young artists, and it's one of the things that my dad, Roger Daltrey, people I've toured with like Bryan Adams and Huey Lewis always said to me, never come off the road. Yeah. Just keep playing around. And I think, you know, one of the reasons that you were asking about the longevity of the record and my career, I think that's why I'm sitting here talking to you now.
Sure.
Because I've been out there and I've paid my dues on the road, you know.
And